Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. I'm Husna Muhammad Noor from College of Civil Engineering UiTM Cawangan Pulau Pinang. Would like to present a paper entitled Conceptual Framework Influencing the Success of the Collaboration Among Organizations in Managing BIM Construction Project based on the client perspective. Let's continue to the presentation outline today. So I will start with the introduction of the research study. Second will be the research problem, objective and the scope of research study. The third one will be the research methodology, research finding, conclusion, and the last one will be references. For the introduction of the research study, according to the Economic Planning Unit, 2023, to achieve the quality of life and also the social equity among residents in the Malaysia 12, 11, 10 and also the non-Malaysia plan has concentrated in providing the sufficient major structure and infrastructure development. To increase the momentum of the Malaysia construction industry, one of the critical game changers has to identify as to improve the productivity by employing the new technology and also the modern practices with a high-skilled workforce. The construction industry has driven the Malaysian economic growth and also the development. However, its project has often suffered from the delay and also the cost overrun that contribute to the lowest economic productivity. Among all the factors, fragmentation is the key for the biggest contributor to the delay and also the cost overrun that really influence the inability for the constructability and also reduce the productivity. To provide the better improvement of the work process and driving the productivity, Construction Industry Development Board CIDB has introduced the Construction Industry Transformation Program CITP to empower this and also strengthen the construction industry as exposed in the thrust of the 12 and also the 11 Malaysian Plan, which is guided by the National Transformation Agenda. The success of the Construction Industry Malaysian Plan CIMP has prepared the CITP to enhance the productivity and efficiency by leveraging the ICT in the construction industry. The strategic thrust introduced in the CIMP and CITP has opened some of the room for building information modeling BIM as a new technology and also the modern construction of ICT, which can resolve the fragmentation, delay, and also the cost overrun issues through the transformation of the construction industry. Next, let's look to the problem and also the objective of research study. BIM has been implementation 10 years ago. The barrier associated of the continuous and also consistency of the collaborative practice among organization, especially client participation in the BIM construction project still existed. The dominant challenges that blocking the BIM project to be success in the collaborative practice is due to the lack of the multidisciplinary organization collaboration. The prominent reason that contribute to the collaboration practice is due to the complexity of the project team behavior and also the reluctance to change their working practice contribute to the challenges in terms of the collaboration among project team. BIM has been exposed in Malaysia starting in the 2007. However, there is a limited width of exploration on the collaborative practice among the organization in BIM project, especially based on the client perspective in Malaysia, and need to have a further investigation to drive the effective of the BIM implementation in Malaysia construction project will be the main gap of the research study. So therefore, a need of research study is to establish the conceptual framework for collaboration among organizations in BIM construction project based on the client perspective. The scope of research study will focus to the area at the central region in the Kuala Lumpur and also Selangor, because there are 8% of the BIM adoption will focus to the central region due to the rapid development of building infrastructure and also the large-scale project. The method used for this research study is a quantitative, which encompasses the systematic literature review and also the questionnaire survey through a face-to-face interview and also Google Form method. And the research sampling, we using the convenience sampling and also the small technique in order to select the number of the respondent that focus to the client. And the type of analysis method is a ranking analysis. We use the mean and also the standard deviation in order to rank all of the attribute. Next, let's continue the research methodology. So in this research, there are four main stages. The first one will be the systematic literature review in order to select the related of the number of the article related to the current practice and also the factor influencing the success of the collaboration in being construction project based on the client perspective. So we're able to find around 30 number of articles that related to this research study. Next will be a primary study and also the main study. We have developed the questionnaire survey and distribute this questionnaire survey to all of the respondents through the face-to-face interview and also through a Google form method. Among 30 number of respondents involved that focus to the client that work in the beam construction project in Klang Valley area, focus in the Selangor and also Kuala Lumpur. After we have collected all of the data collection, we have analyzed all of the questionnaire survey through the we process the data through a SPSS software. And then we analyze using the frequency analysis by using the mean rating and also the standard deviation in order to rank all of the attribute. The highest mean will be considered as the highest mean ranking. Then the last part is we have consolidated all above data through the systematic literature review and also the questionnaire survey, and also to establish the conceptual framework for collaboration among organizations in BIM construction project based on the client perspective. Let's look to the research finding. So the first table show the respondent profile. So most of the respondents are from their designation will be an engineer with 46%, and there are some of the respondent uh, is a project manager, assistant engineer, manager, and also project engineer, and the last one will be a supervisor. Most all of the respondents have experience around more than 15 years. And there is a less of them have an experience between 11 to 15 years experience. However, majority of the respondents have experience to utilize the BIM in their project. Next, let's look to the main finding for this research study. So we have focused to the table number 2 that show the ranking analysis based on the mean value and also standard deviation for the current practice existing process. So we have categorized the finding into 4 aspects: technology, management, government, and also the people aspect. And we have ranked all of the attributes based on the highest mean ranking value. So based on the 4 aspects, the first ranking will be a technology. Okay, with a mean overall value 4.294. And then based on the technology, the most the most significant attribute that contribute to the current existing practice will be the lack of expertise or requirement among organization member. Second will be the shortage of knowledge on handling the technology in terms of software, insufficient of the internet facility in order to access the software. Based on the management aspect, okay, the most significant attribute that contribute to the current existing practice in terms of management aspects will be the improper of the BIM collaboration strategy and process. Second, lack of training and employee in handling software, and the last part is a high cost in the maintenance and technical support issues. The third rank will be the government enforcement. So the most attribute that contribute to the current existing practice among collaboration the high cost of the BIM software implementation. Second one, lack of the initiative to encourage organization involved in the BIM convention. And the last part, lack of the adequate national BIM guideline and standard. The last one will be the people aspect. So the most significant activity contribute to the people will be a lack of motivation among the BIM professional in terms of their behavior, difficulty in the employment of the skilled BIM manpower, and the last part is a lack of understanding in terms of their role, duties to operate and implement the BIM collaboration. Next, let's look the next main input for this research study is a table 3, which focus to rank all of the attribute based on the mean and standard deviation by looking to the factor that influencing the success of the collaboration among organization in the BIM project. So we also have a 4 category, government enforcement, management, technology, and the last one is a people. The first rank will be a government enforcement with a value 4.274, with a first attribute is to enhance the cooperation between BIM expert, academic and researcher to educate and export the BIM to young generation. The second one in terms of government enforcement will be the government need to take action by subsidizing the cost of the BIM software and also attending the seminar, and also encourage all of the top management organization to implement BIM by providing the financial support. The second main ranking will be a management aspect. So the most important attribute that contribute to the success of the collaboration is management. They need to set up the system for performance measurement. They're able to help increasing the organization readiness. The second one, providing the employer to keeping update about the recent technology trend in the industry to handling BIM software. And the last one, that to employ the competent staff to operate them of the BIM software for improve the BIM collaboration. In terms of technology, the most significant attribute contribute to the success of collaboration to provide the sufficient of internet facility to easy access the software. Second, to provide the professional technical personnel to guide the handling the software. And the last one, to enhance and perform the proper technical support of the BIM collaboration. The last one will be a people. So the main success factor that contribute to the success of collaboration will be to provide the BIM training and seminar to all of the project members to increase their awareness about BIM software. Second one, to improving the internet and power supply infrastructure to form a skilled manpower. And the last part will be to establish integrated combination of mutual clarification in matter of the role and also their duties. So based on the both data of the current practice and also the factor contribute to the success of the collaboration, so we have consolidated all of the both data and then form the conceptual framework for collaboration among organizations in BIM construction project based on the client's perspective. So this is a conceptual framework that we have produced. As a conclusion, based on data collection through systematic literature review and questionnaire survey, the current study determined the top rank based on the main value range from significant to very significant for attribute for current existing process and also factor influencing success of collaboration among organizations in BIM construction project based on client perspective. This study further will contribute to the comprehensive knowledge by consolidating all of the top rank for the current existing practices and also to classify them into 4 main components, which comprise of the technology, management, government, enforcement, and the last part will be a people. Towards enhancing the BIM collaboration among organizations, there are several current practices need to be concerned comprising the technology by looking to the lack of expertise of the requirement of the organization member and the lack of knowledge on handling software. Second will be a management by looking to the improper of the BIM collaboration strategy and process and lack of the training of employees in handling software. The third one will be a government by looking on the high cost of the BIM software implementation and lack of initiative to encourage the collaboration among organizations. And the last part will be a people by looking to the lack of motivation among BIM practitioners and difficulty in employment of the skill BIM power. In order to influence the success of collaboration among organizations in BIM project, there are several actions need to be concerned comprising the technology by providing the sufficient internet facility to easy access for the software, provide the proficient technical personnel to guide handling and also software, in terms of management, set up the system for process measurement, be able to increase organization readiness and provide the employer to keep updated their recent technology trends in industry to handling software. For the government enforcement, they need to enhance cooperation between BIM expert, academic and researcher to educate and expose BIM to the young generation, and government initiative by subsidizing cost of the BIM software and attending courses. And the last part will be a paper by enhance the BIM training and also seminar to increase awareness about utilization of BIM and openly sharing information for better understanding of the BIM implementation. Therefore, this finding able to provide the foundational information for further research exploration for academic, government, and industry employer to encourage the organization to implement BIM in construction project. In addition, proposal comprised of the consolidated of the key information. Conceptual framework would provide a core platform as a references to the organization to strategize in order to provide their organizational performance and ready to fully practice BIM in the digitalized information, digitalized environment. So this is a list of the references for this research study. So that's all from me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.